My name is Judy, and on behalf of RiverFest, we want to thank you for joining us this afternoon. First of all, we need to thank the NATOW, which is the Native American Tourism of Wisconsin, and the Chippewa Indians of Wisconsin, who have supported this part of RiverFest for 10 years. Because of their support, we're able to welcome our indigenous neighbors, our community, and kind of put the spirit of the culture out there. I know every year, as the beautiful singing and drumming kind of carries up into our community of Hudson, it catches the attention. People wonder what's happening, and our crowd just grows. So you're just the beginning of our growing crowd and our learning this afternoon. So Rosie Peters, who is from the Dakota community, is to be your MC for this afternoon, but she's en route, perhaps stuck on the bridge. Only kidding. So I am going to have the amazing honor to introduce our drummers and dancers that'll get us started this afternoon. And I'm going to call my new friend Sage to come up here, because I'm humbled by this honor, and I want you to all be able to hear the correct pronunciation for the name of the drummers and dancers. So, Sage?
Yes. The name of our drum group name is Imnizaska from St. Paul, Minnesota. Imnizaska, that's how you say it.
Thank you so much, Sage. It's beautiful. What a beautiful name. So that drum group is a vibrant, intertribal drum collective rooted in cultural preservation and education. They not only perform in public events like pow-wows and this event, but they perform at festivals and at the Minnesota State Fair. They're also making an impact in the schools and in the communities, teaching their history, musical techniques, and traditional values. Their efforts foster unity, intergenerational connections, and cultural awareness. What a beautiful way to describe your group. What just a beautiful way. The dance troupe is the intertribal dance troupe, and we welcome them to RiverFest. Zachariah Red Bear leads this high-energy Native American dance group, and again, they teach cultural ways using dancing and drumming. Zach is an old-style grass dancer and works as a chemical health advocate for the Ada Young Center in St. Paul. Both Zach and the drum group have participated in Indigenous Days at the Minnesota State Fair. We are truly honored to have them performing us here today. And so with that, I turn it over to our drummers. Thank you.
Good afternoon again. All right, we need to get everybody's muscles pumping here, getting ready for some warm-ups here. We're looking forward for y'all to come and join us later on here shortly. But I want to say welcome to everybody who's made it out here. We'll probably be having some more joining in here. It's good to make it over here to Wisconsin, and I haven't been over here for quite a while. I probably drove through here just to get down to Prairie Island community down in Red Wing. But yeah, I mean, it's good to be over here along the river. I believe this is the River Festival of Native Heritage celebration. So, but my name is Zach Redbear. I come from enrolled member of the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe out of Eagle Butte, South Dakota. I am part of the Hunkpapa Mini Kanju Lakota people of that area in South Dakota, but I reside over there in Imnizaska, St. Paul, Minnesota, and also our drum group here that we are a major collaboration with. It's they are also from that area that we over there in the St. Paul community, in and around the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and different school districts that we help out. And if we're being called upon, you know, we gotta do our best to commit to that, you know, for what we each of us come bring to, you know, because we walk with prayer, we walk with you know, our stories, the different dance styles that we dance from where we learned, you know, from our people back home, from our tribe. There's many different tribes, you know, in Minnesota of the Dakota people, down in southern part of Minnesota, and then also going back home to South Dakota. Many different tribes over there of the Lakota people, and going north of our Dakota people. So it's all the same. We're all same relatives, but it's this different sounding of our language, of the la, na, and da, of the Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota people. But together we always say we're one, you know, so we're always one relative, all many relations in that way. So with all my you know, my father, my uncles, my family back home, you know, they all went home, they all passed on. So we're here left to continue this way of our dance styles from where we come from. You know, we have different categories in our men's categories. It's more in our women's categories. It's more of a northern style of dances. So you may see that. You may see some older type of styles of dances that we bring over here, that we bring around. You may see some contemporary style of dances that come out. So through time, long time ago, you know, it evolved. With that, with each family, you know, from each tribe. And you always got to remember where you came from, which tiospre, which family you came from. And you could tell by a dancer's colors on their outfit or the way they wear their outfit is where they come from. So in that way, like, you know, you see somebody you might know and you might not know, and you can tell where they came from. So, in that way, I just wanted to share very little of that. We do have some Dakota relatives with us, dancers. and Dakota relatives, Lakota relatives that are a part of our dance troupe. This is only a small part of our dance troupe coming over from the Twin Cities over there. There's many celebrations that are going on that are called powwows, gatherings, or doings that are going on this weekend in different parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, all the way up to Canada, out west. So that's where all our dancers are going. They went back home to be a part of their celebrations with part of their tribe and seeing family. So this is just a small group that we have here today, and I was able to get a handful of us together. I think there might be some that might be joining us, I think, that are from this area, I believe. I'm not too sure, but we have 4 different styles of category here represented. So I just wanted to take a little time to say a little bit of speaking there. But we're the Twin Cities Intertribal Dance Group in collaboration with Imnizaska Drum Group. We were very thankful for these Dakota, Lakota relatives that we collaborate with. So we're gonna do our first song here, how we get started in a good way, and that by bringing our dancers out. You may see this at some point a long time ago, how where it came about a long time ago, we're bringing our dancers out to represent their style by showcasing. It's called a grand entry, and they do this today at many of the celebrations at powwows. They bring in our veterans that are bringing in our eagle staffs, our flags, and our ambassador royalties that are representing their tribes and schools or states, wherever they come from. So we have dancers from many ages, all the way down from Tiny Tot up to Golden Age, our elders that they bring in and showcase their different styles today. So very thankful to be here in this space, here in Wisconsin. I know there's many different stories of Dakota and Ho-Chunk and all the way up here into this area over here. I'm always thankful to come over here and see some of our Ho-Chunk relatives too, so that I've had the opportunity of growing up with by traveling to many different powwows with the Cleveland family, and thankful for that. My grandpa was also a old style grass dancer. From what you see that I have on here, this is his outfit that I have on, and I still honor him in that way. So it feels really good, comes from the heart, my chante. It makes me really feel good, and I know everybody here is looking forward for some dancing. So who's excited for some dancing today? All right, let's go into our first song here. Oh.
Wow! you go. Yeah.
Okay. So that was our first dance here. We're gonna take a little bit, kind of tiny little bit of time each time we do a dance here. We're gonna get into our exhibition part of our dance, different categories that we have here. So I hope you're gonna pay attention a little bit. We might end up asking you to come out here. You know, some of our kids, some of our adults that are able to come out, and then some of our relatives that are also here. But we're gonna call our first dance to come out our young women's jingle dress dancers. This is one of the dances that is our first dances that came out a long time ago. From the Anishinaabe people. It first started out through a vision, a healing dress that came through a vision through the people of the Dakota and the Anishinaabe people to help heal a family member that was in there, that they needed something to help heal them because they were sick. And a grandpa ended up coming up with this dance, and they created it, and they put it on that child that was sick, and it helped heal that child. But there's many different stories too, you know, how it helped from coming up from the Anishinaabe people of Mille Lacs, and there's several other few places going up into Ontario, Canada, of the Whitefish Bay, Ontario, Chippewa band up there, and they have their versions of the story that they do. There's 4 different colors that they represent of those jingle dress dancers. So in that way, I'm going to turn it over to our jingle dress dancer to introduce herself in that way. So I think we might have another jingle dress dancer over here that might come and dance with her, but we'll see. Okay.
Hamatakiapi, Buju, Indinawe Maganiduk, Misko Gimiwan, Indigenikas, Makwa Dodame, Waswaganing, Indunjaba. Hello, my relatives. My name is Misko Gimiwan, which means red rain. People call me Misko for short. I'm Bear Clan. I'm enrolled in Lac du Flambeau, Wisconsin, and my grandma is also assistant in South Dakota. So I'm so glad to be here and to dance. It's really hot out here, so props to all the dancers in their outfits, and thank you guys for coming so that I can share my dancing with you and my energy with you. And yeah, I'm just super excited to dance. Miigwech.
let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your showcasing your jingle dress there. Uh, we're very thankful for doing that. You know, it really takes a lot to you know, to be able to do this these dances, even to take care of these outfits. You know, they're never finished. They represent different piece, represents something in every one of us. So, and then you know, like I said, it's never finished. You know, we're always gonna keep continuing on to do something, to change something, or to add something. So, you know, they never really used to look like all these different, you know, materials that we have today. So, you know, whatever our ancestors would use, you know, something to make noise, you know, to the movement of their body, and to create that that movement, you know, that comes from our chest, you know, from our heart. Because that's where it all starts, you know, from our mother. You know, when we come out from birth, from our mother, and that's where we always acknowledge our mothers, our grandmothers, you know, who have brought us here, and this is why we're here and walking this Unchi Maka, Mother Earth, and so we always, and that's where we're going. We're continuing our path, you know, with that heartbeat, you know, and it all connects with that drum, that spirit that carries that drum. So we're always acknowledging that in that way. So our next dance we're gonna get into is with our young men's traditional, and this is a northern style of dance. So this is actually one of my older nephews, and he's learning this dance. You know, as me, I'm still learning my dance for where I'm at in my life, on my path. But I still have my uncles that I call my Lekshis with me today. You know, my father, all my blood uncles have gone home to the other side. You know, they're having their celebration over there on the other side. So they'll be over there waiting for us, you know, and we're continuing our way the way they taught us here until we meet them again. So this way he's learning, you know, he's learning from me, he's learning from his mentors, his older ones that he looks up to, even our elders who still dance this way and teach this way. You know, we're out here for them, you know, because you know, ones that can't dance anymore, or, you know, they're going through health, you know, so we continue to dance for them, you know, for that healing. So anyway, I'll turn it over to him to introduce himself and where he comes from. Oh.
Here.
Oh, Idapkape, Nate Red Bear from the Shining River Sioux Tribe, Eagle Butte, just like my uncle Zach. I dance the Northern traditional style, which is like the oldest traditions of a men's warrior dance. And the song I'm gonna do is called the Sneak Up. It's where the men come out and they hunt their prey and they're sneaking up on it. It's like they're just sneaking up on it, and then once they get up to like that third not stop, or like just area in the middle, and then they use their dance stick, and if you touch them with your dance stick, then that means like you're able to defeat them. Like the enemy is like your match because you let your stick touch them. So I'm gonna dance Sneak Up. Oh, me good.
Bujuga Kanawea, Kamagichwana Gabu, Indigenous Cause, Magazine Duadam, Wayeg Magadun Jaba, Nojagini Ashamonamanungum. Hello, everyone. My name is Raul Saros. I'm St. Croix, Ojibwe. My clan is Eagle, and I come from Round Lake, Wisconsin. Thank you.
Yeah, very thankful we have some young relatives from the woodland style to come dance with us today. So turn it over to the drum. Okay, let's give them a round of applause. And that way they shared their story there. If we already knew their story, they showed us already. They already showed us different stories. So I know they got, as young as they are, they probably have a lot of stories already. So, but in that way, you know, through our different styles, you know, through our dancing, they represent something, you know, the different dance steps, you know, how how you came in this world, you know, through our parents, our grandparents. So, in that way, our next dance, before we get in, we have one more after this. So again, my name is Zach Redbear. Come from the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. I'm what you see as a old style grass dancer. And this style of grass dance I learned from my teacher and my late grandpa, the late Johnny Smith. He originally he resided in the Twin Cities of Minneapolis there, and taught at one of the local schools, Heart of the Earth Survival School, a long time ago when he was here. He's gone home now, but he was originally from the Red Lake Nation tribe, a band of Chippewa. So there's different styles that represent that tribes adopted, you know, this dance. And then originally this grass dance comes from the Omaha people that now reside in Nebraska. So, and again, you know, we never had all this material. They always had, like, you know, maybe like different, like, fringe that represents that grass, you know, like horsehair, or, you know, stuff to represent that created that grass. You know, when it blows in the wind, it sways in the wind. And that's what we do as grass dancers. You know, long time ago, they would call out, you know, today they would call out the grass dancers before they would call every dancer to come out. Before they would start anything at the powwows, they would call our grass dancers out the first dance to prepare that dance floor, you know, to pray for that and bless that grounds, you know, and prepare it for our people, for our relatives to come out and dance. But these names, before they were called grass dancers, they were a certain kind of warrior that would help prepare that land, you know, for where they were going to set up camp, for they were going to set up their teepee, you know, for their families, you know, during different season change. So, but yeah, this, you see the fringe that, you know, I have on my outfit, it represents that grass. So, and usually you will see 2 feathers on my headdress here, but this is another type of headdress that I wear, eagle plumes, antennas. So that represents that older way, that older version of grass dance. There's many different styles, you know, of faster grass dancing. It depends on where you came from what tribe. So with that, just kind of pay attention to what I've going on here from, you know, that version, how I'm getting low, how my body movement it is. So, oh.
Buju, Kaylin Indigenous Cause, Adashna Kasi and Dagu, Ashkipagi Zibing, Nadunjaba. Hello everyone, my name is Kaylee. My Ojibwe name is Ninokasi, which translates to hummingbird. I dance the women's fancy shawl. But first off, before I get into my style, how has everyone liked the dancers so far? I want to hear some energy. Thank you. So before us, Zach, I'm really thankful that he was able to get us all together. We not only dance for ourselves, but we dance for all of you as well. We have to keep like good thoughts in our head. We dance with good energy, good healing. So my style of dance is called the Women's Fancy Shawl. We try to mimic the story of the butterfly. So you'll see a lot of movement. You'll see me move my shawl around a lot. You'll see a lot of kicks, and we just try and match the beat of the drum. So I just wanted to thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Oh, let's give her a big round of applause. Oh, thank you, Kaylee, there for that young women's fancy shawl dance there. Remember all these dance styles, you know, starting from when we're born, we should be able to dance these, you know, our parents traveled to these powwows. You know, back then, you know, we started out hearing that drum beat, you know. So we should learn that, you know, we should know that. But, you know, so today we pick it up somehow. And, you know, we have to sit and listen, you know, to our elders, our older ones in our family. You know, today sometimes it's someone our age, you know, even somebody that's younger than us, you know, our children. Of course, you know, our children is who we learn from as parents, you know, they're the ones teaching us. So today, you know, they're the ones who keep us going. I got two sons of my own. One is on break from starting high school basketball over there in St. Paul. So he's on his little short vacation away from me right now. So he's doing that. And then I think my older sister showed up here somewhere. I think Shelley's seen her over here, but I don't have my glasses on. See, I don't wear my glasses when I'm dancing, but my younger son is somewhere around here on his scooter. So, but anyways, see. But yeah, we have to stay fit in a way, you know, so we can be able to grow, to get to that golden age of an elder, you know, the way our grandparents, our parents did before they went home. You know, they were still able to dance, the ones that still can dance and the ones that can't. You know, so they always have to hear from us. They're always wondering where we're at. so they can continue those prayers for us as we're on this path the way they did it, the way their parents did it for them. So staying fit, be physical, stay active at what you do. This is how we're able to continue to dance this and do these different dance styles and, play sports, run, be active. That's what, my grandpa and my dad always said before they walked on back home. So I'm always still trying to remember that. My sons are always reminding me that too. Remember to stretch out before and after you dance like that. You're always going. Take a vacation. So it's always good to those good reminders in that way. So our next dance, we're gonna see what we can do. I hope everybody was paying attention, and I seen everybody's, few of you's legs were kind of stomping like that and wanting, toe tapping. See, there we go right there. He's still going for it. So so everybody, we're going to try to get everybody, whoever wants to come out and is able to come out for a round dance. So this is a friendship dance. This is one of our dances that we ask everybody to come dance with us dancers. And we're going to ask our dancers to come out to the middle out here on the grass so everybody can come out in the middle and join them that wants to get moving around. I know y'all have been laying or sitting. Stretch your legs out, get those blood vessels moving and flowing. Let's get a little bit of active piece here before we go into our last songs of our dances here, and maybe get into a little bit of maybe questionnaire afterwards. So, all right. So come on out. Any of y'all can come and join some of the children, maybe some of your young parents, maybe your elders, like that got that kick still. I mean, we're out here, we're dancing for you. So you can come out here, dance your own style too, That's the way we're taught. Maybe some of our whole chunk relatives, different relatives here in the space, you want to come join, you're more than welcome to. So we're all here as one nation. Always carry that respect. Remember, carry that respect for our dancers, ask permission. We're going to come over here on the grass, everybody. So let's do our best. Back up on, make a circle. Your crowd right here in the front, kind of back up some more. Back up. Let's make a circle. There we go. All right. Anybody else, welcome to come out. When the song starts, you can still come out here. Even during the song, y'all two want to back up there in a circle there. Yeah. You want to stay on the grass? Okay, let's get the dancers to come up a little bit so we can stay on the grass. It is hard dancing on that concrete floor, So, but us dancers, we dance every weekend, We got to dance, what they give us. That's what we chose to do, with that path. So, all right. friends. Another round of applause there. Thank you for coming out to join us in another interactive piece there. And with the friendship dance. Remember, we're not responsible for losing friends or your partner, your current partner, your past friend. But you might have met a new friend, you know. Those are different things that you know, that go. You might have met a new friend, an old friend, but in that way, you know, there's different round dance songs like that that are going, that we try to showcase, that involves everybody to come in and be together. And you know, of course, when we you know, we're being well represented here and acknowledging that, you know, we are all on Dakota land over here along the river, back home into the Minnesota, you know, the original people of this land. And that way we still continue these ways that our ancestors have taught us. So, and we want to thank our dancers, you know, for bringing their dances, their stories, the way they tell on their path in life. You know, whatever they do, they carry that with them on their path to wherever they go. You know, they go back, you know, to realization, to what they do during their life, going back to school or work, you know, back to the city. But it's always good to do these things out here in these spaces, because this is land that our ancestors were on and walked a long time ago, and where they lived. So in that way, you know, it brings to my heart, and I know with the singers and dancers, that's what we do, and continue to help motivate our people, our relatives, and help educate our non-relatives, our non-natives, that we are still here, you know, as indigenous peoples, as Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, Ojibwe, Ho-Chunk, Winnebago, all through this land, you know. So in that way, very respectful. We thank you. We say Wopila Chimigwich to the coordinators, and the collaboration with Amy Nelson and the Imnizaska Drum Group for coming out and inviting, asking us to come out and share these dance styles from coming over from the Lakota and Dakota Nakota people over there. So in that way, did y'all want to share anything? Ozzy or Amy? No? Okay. How about you, Mr. D? Hey. All right. We say safe travels on your adventure later today. I know there's probably another dance group performers coming on next. I'll probably be staying here to watch them. It always feels good to be here with them. So, aho.
Oh, thank you so much. My gosh, give us another round of applause here. Thank you, thank you. So my job now is going to be in just a minute, I'm going to introduce you to Rosie Peters. But before that, I want to call your attention to some of the exhibits that are to my left. Bellwyn Conservancy is on the other side of the river over in Afton, and it's a magnificent piece of property with beautiful, beautiful prairies. Maybe 18 years ago, 20 years ago, they decided that the health of the prairie would be so enriched if it had the presence of bison. And so they created a collaboration with the North Star Bison Farm Company located up in Cameron, Wisconsin. Both Baldwin and North Star are here today to share their missions and to share how it is that the prairies across the river and the Bison Conservancy are being enriched. It's a beautiful story. Please, when you get a chance, go and have a talk with them. Chapter 2 Books is here. Chapter 2 has a number of readings that are available for you, books that are available that connect to the indigenous cultures. Also, our own Hudson Accords has the burial mounds that are located in Burkmoose Park. I'm hoping that you have in the past or will take time in the very near future to go up. There's a lot of history that's up there. A lot of it is articulated by the local historical society. Let's see. In addition, down the way to Freedom Park in Prescott, if I can find my notes, yes. On Saturday, August 8th, they will recognize 25-year, 50-trip relationship between the Prescott schools and the Lac de Flambeau community in northwestern Wisconsin. The hours of that celebration are from 10 to 3. Again, there will be dancers, Dakota dancers, Ojibwe dancers, drummers. Put that on your calendar. I think many of you are familiar with the Wakan Tipi new cultural center in the city of St. Paul that just opened recently. It's located in the shadow of the Kellogg 3rd Street Bridge. Once again, magnificent resource for us to come to understand far more deeply the peoples that were on this space of the planet before we were. Okay, with that, it is I gotta find my notes again, my distinct pleasure to introduce Rosie Peters. Rosie is a Minnesota-based poet. She's an author, a public speaker, a storyteller, an activist, and has performed her poetry in many venues in the Twin Cities and the St. Croix Valley. In 2022, Rosie and her collaborator, J.G. Everest, recorded and released a chapbook album of original pieces called The Hummingbird Dances. Please welcome Rosie Peters to the stage. Welcome, Rosie.
Thank you very much. I just want to give a round of applause to the drummers and the singers and the dancers one more time. And just Wopatatanka that they could be here with us and share their gifts and their stories. Ha mitakiepi, Rosie imakiepi, ye okiju wakpa kieda ediati. Hello, my relatives. My name is Rosie, and I live here along the St. Croix River, which okiju is to plant one's own, and then Wakpa River, Kieda near water. The St. Croix River, to plant themselves near water. As some of you learned yesterday that there is a large concentration of our Dakota burial mounds. I don't like to call them burial mounds or effigies because that others them, but they're cemeteries. They're cemeteries. And this is all, sacred. Our Anishinaabe and Ojibwe relatives, when they first came into Dakota territory in this area, they recognized that it was sacred, that it was lined with cemeteries, and the name that they have for this river reflects that, as it translates as river of ghosts or river of spirits. One of our sacred sites is about 2 miles north from where I live, in Marina on St. Croix. Its colonized name is Knapp's Cave. The cave is rumored to only be reached by water. Last fall, Wikianwi visited my dreams for the first time. Shelter for the spirits, or Thunder Woman, or Moon, or one and the same. 2 days later, I answered the call of Wikianwi and found a way to reach her by land. And that was the beginning of the journey. This poem is titled Wikianwi. Crazy Horse was a heoka riding with the thunder beings. Hoka hey, he said, which means, come on, let's go. I hear my father's voice, and his father, and his father's father, and his father's father's father. My fathers are lightning, thunder. They are cloud and rain. This morning, the thunder beings came. I sat straight up in my bed. Hoka hey, they said, speaking to my blood and bones. Wikianwi whispers ancient truths. I throw off the covers, get out of my bed, and go to her up river. This next one is called Highway 7. I wrote this poem actually on my way to Cheyenne River Sioux Reservation last year for the Oceti-Shikoan Writers Conference, which Oceti-Shikoan is the 7 council fires. The 7 council fires of Dakota, Lakota, Nakota people. My dad, he came with me, and I dropped him off out in Croix Creek, which is where a lot of our family lives. Being Ihanktawa and Hunkpati, Ihanktawa, many of my relatives are on live on Yankton, but then the Colemans and the Marivilles, they're all on the Crow Creek, because of the diaspora, the complicated history of and genocide of Dakota people from our homelands. That's why my family is all spread out like that. But so this poem, Highway 7. You've been here before, he tells me. Right here on this road with me a long time ago. You probably don't remember. How old was I? You were a baby, 1.5 years old, still in your car seat. I had a 1966 Ford F-100 with a red top and yellow lights. It was winter. Right up here, I hit a patch of black ice. It's coming. I can still see it. There was another truck. He hit black ice too. I tried to turn to miss him. He tried to turn to miss us. We both glide, slow motion, at 50 miles per hour. His voice cracks in the retelling, reliving. The first time he almost lost me. The first time I broke my father's heart. We crashed, he said. The engine came through the dash of the truck he loved as his baby went flying out his trapped reach. Me, he only sees rust and bright red me. I was born with red-tailed wings for flight and fight. I'm looking out the windshield for a landmark to remember this moment when they dart through the sky in front of us, swarm and hover, flap and fold. Shadow dancers urging me to remember. Tell him. Your son is a swallow. Actually, he is many now, Dad. He is many swallows. My father grips my hand, his head bowed like the spent sunflowers we will soon see sprinkled throughout South Dakota. My father seeps in the passenger seat as I squeeze his hand in return. I saw him this year at Sundance, Dad. He visited during the last round on the third day. It was winter. So that poem, thank you. That poem touches base on, our Sundance ceremony. I'm a ceremony girl. I love our ceremonies. I returned to our way of life 3 years ago, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for Dakota Wichwahan, Dakota way of life. And in Sundance, it's 4 days and 4 nights that the dancers dance. And they do it, everybody, they do it, they all have their own reason, for picking up the stick but at the core, it's love. It's love. The sun dancers choose willingly to suffer for all of humanity and creation. They're suffering for me and you, and it's really quite powerful. But each day of the sun dance represents a season of life. And the third day is the hardest because it's winter. It's the longest day that they suffer. And so at the end of that third day is when the swallows came. And I knew that it was my little brother. This next piece I wrote actually sitting in Wild River State Park. I teach poetry up and down the river valley and all over. Right now I'm currently leading a 6-month writing cohort, poetry cohort in the Lower Sioux Indian community in partnership with the historic site there. And man, I have to tell you guys, this class is just so amazing. I love empowering and uplifting everybody's voices. Everybody has a story, and all of our stories are beautiful and worthy to be heard. And but as a Dakota, I really love empowering Dakota and indigenous voices. And so I can't wait to bring this group here to the River Valley and showcase. Please keep an eye out on that'll be coming. But this poem I wrote, I was leading a workshop up in Wild River State Park, and I was sitting along the riverbank and my back against a massive white pine. And in our language, I'm an infant in the Dakota language. I've taken it 3 times, the beginner class 3 times. I'm going to take it again when it comes back around. You know, I keep taking it. I did an intermediate class once, and it was just too much. I had to go back to the beginner, but I'm persistent. I will be a Dakota language learner until I die. I love it. It's beautiful. But this poem is Waziska, which means white pine. Salvation, sacred as river, the way it cleanses. Stay here, silly human. Our standing relatives whisper, sassy as the sparrow singing a warning. We say sorry, but are we? We break and twist the whole world without ceremony. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have one more poem, and then I'm going to introduce the next group. Wait a minute, I did that. Is it? Oh, there it is. No, it's you. You introduced the Chippewa. It's not me. Okay, then I'm going to do this last poem. I thought it was me. Oops. This poem is titled Of a Feather. I know what they stole from you, how they sodomized your youth. I know they left the faucets dripping, kept the fixtures in their pockets. The house gets cold in the lonely months, but you can't let the pipes burst. I remember when they shattered the snow globe and crushed the ballerinas. I know that all they left you with are shards of broken glass. But you don't have to cut me, 'cause I was there as well. So don't you think for 1 second I don't understand. I know that hiding under the covers never did make them go away. The same monsters that claw at your bed have visited mine too. And I know you think Jim Beam is your closest friend. But I promise you, he does not love you the way I do. So stop clinging to that bottle. Take my hand instead. We'll go out into the fog together, 'cause I know when the morning broom rises, the white horses are coming for you. And I hope that chariot swings low. The sweet chariot that's coming for to carry you home. Swing so low that you only have to take one more step, and we'll meet there in the clearing where the honeysuckles sing and the hummingbirds dance. Don't you remember? Thank you. Thank you, RiverFest.
Hello. Well, thank you so much, Rosie. That was unbelievable. We're so honored and humbled that you shared your beautiful poems and wisdom with us. Thank you again so much. One more round of applause. So we've got a brief pause while the St. Croix Band of the Chippewa gets themselves ready to come on stage. Perfect time if you're hungry to go over to the beach house. There's some pow-wow food provided by the Mosey family. Great time to visit some of our exhibitors. I also believe that the magnificent performers that just preceded Rosie are in back, and if you'd like to take a minute to go up and chat with them. But don't go away. We'll be back in just a couple moments.
Native boys. Miigwech, Pinigi. Thank you very much. As you say, we'll give these dancers very beautiful, colorful, a lot of beautiful regalia here. We have dancing, all kinds of forms of dancing here. We have our traditional dancing. We have our jingle dress. We have fancy shawl, women's fancy shawl. We have fancy dancing, men's fancy. We have grass dance. We have a We have a good lineup for you folks today. We really appreciate you being here. As I mentioned, our next song we will do is an honor song.
Let the D's out. Let the D's out. Freeze the D's.
All right?
What do you need?
Honor song. Yeah. Wait a little break. All right, we're going to do an honor song. Thank you.
Check.
Check, 1, 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
intertribal, native boy.